Hi, my name is Stephen Williams, and today I will be talking about the different type of classifiers. There are five types. There are class A, B, C, D, and K. So, first one we'll be talking about is class A fires, and what they are ordinary combustibles. They are yes, combustible, solid combustibles, where you normally see every day. For example, they could be cloth, they could be cardboard, they could be wood, they can be plastic, and anything, including trash and stuff like that. The best way to extinguish it is either water or a type ABC dry chem extinguisher. And you'll hear me talking about this dry chem extinguisher a lot throughout this video because it's a very important tool that you can use for most fires that regular people see. And then the next one is the Class B fires, which are combustible flammable liquids. They For example, they can be gasoline, diesel, a charcoal lighter. It can be pole solvents, kerosene, any type of liquid that's flammable. And the best way to extinguish those fires, again, are the ABC type extinguisher or the CO2 extinguisher, which is a carbon dioxide extinguisher. And what that does, it replaces the oxygen because we breathe in oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. And with this type extinguisher, it, like I said, it puts in carbon dioxide, removes the oxygen because fire needs oxygen to continue on. Okay, so, and then going from there, next one we'll talk about is Class C fires. I'm sorry, going back to Class B, I'm sorry. One thing you do not want to use is water. Do not use water because if you use water, you'll make the fire spread. Water will push the liquid, the flammable liquid, it'll spread it around because the liquid and water do not mix. So do not use water for Class B fires. Okay, now going to Class C fires. Class C fires are electrical equipment, and if you ever around electrical equipment, for example, like breaker box or a computer or any type of other equipment, electrical equipment, if it's on fire, the first thing to do is to shut off the power safely. And once the power is shut off, then you can use a dry chem type ABC dry chem extinguisher to put out the fire. And I will say for Class C, do not use water either because you don't know if that equipment is 100% turned off. Because if you think that it's off where it's not off and you use water, electrical will use the water as a conduit to make its way back towards you, and it can electrocute you. So do not use water. So just to be safe, use a dry chem extinguisher on electrical equipment. And now the next one is Class D fires. Class D fires are metals, used for metals. You normally don't see it out in everyday's world. But Class D fire metals can be, for example, the biggest one is magnesium. And I know in the past, you always hear Volkswagens underneath the hood had magnesium in the engine. And so it would be a challenge for firefighters if there was a Volkswagen on fire. It could, because we normally use water. So which normal people will not run into Class D type fires, but if you ever are, this is an extinguisher designed to extinguish a Class D type fire. You normally find these, of course, on fire trucks and in a facility where they cut metal. Real quick, I was in a facility one time and got to see it with my own eyes. There was a machine that was broken with possible fire inside. The problem was, around this warehouse, there were little tiny metal shavings all over the floor. And if any spark happened to get onto the metal shavings, it can quickly cause a fire and spread around the facility. So we have other type Class D type extinguishers in there to protect ourselves. But again, you will not see this in the normal everyday citizens will not see this out in the real world. But this is an information video to let you know what's out there. All right, and also don't use water on Class D type fires. All right, and final, going to Class K. Class K fires are fats. You find it in cooking. It's where they're, like I said, fats and grease and cooking oil. Any kind of way that can cause a fire. For example, last night I was on the grill. I had chicken on this foil, and I was done with it. The chicken released its fat onto the foil, and the flame underneath the foil caught up to one of the grease that was leaking out. So the fire came up on here, and as you can see, all the burnt marks. So because, I was done with my food, so I turned off the propane and I closed the lid, because one, turn off the propane removes the fuel to the fire, and two, by closing the lid, that's a way to remove the oxygen for the fire, and that's the safest way to do if there's a grill fire. But going back to Class K, if, for example, if there was a fire, if this fire started in this kitchen and it was out of control, anyways, if it was on fire, I could use this Class K fire extinguisher. Now, this Class K fire extinguisher you usually find them in commercial type kitchens. For example, this looks like a commercial type kitchen. You don't see this in residential homes. I'm in a fire station. So, Class K, what it says, can be used for Class A and Class K type fires, which Class K is grease fire. So the same way, just like any other fire extinguisher, regular fire extinguisher, such as a dry chem, you can use this to extinguish a grease type fire. And just like everything else, do not use water, because water will spread the grease, will spread it out here and cause a bigger fire. So do not use water for Class K fires. And going back to the Class B fire, where I showed you the CO2 extinguisher, that can also be used for a kitchen fire. because CO2 displaces the oxygen safely, where it's safe for the operator to use it. So that concludes my video for going back for Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class K type fires. And if you do not have a fire extinguisher in your home, I recommend purchasing a dry chem extinguisher. You should at least have one in your house. All right, thank you.